talking about a couple of signs in a toxic friend because I've had a couple of toxic friends and I know the signs, I know all the red flags, so I wanted to share it with you guys so that y'all know what to look out for or what to look for within a friend that you feel is toxic. First things first, first sign of a toxic friend is they will literally talk about everybody in the book. I mean, they will talk mad junk about everybody in the book and then be buddy buddy and in their face later on. That is the first sign towards a toxic friend because that is like a sign of a hater. If you are around a person and all they do is talk down on other people when they're around you, and I'm not about to sit here and say we don't gossip because everybody gossips in some type of way or form, but if it's just one person in your group of friends that is constantly just talking about other people all the time, like they fix their mouth to just talk bad about everybody they know, and then 2 minutes later they be all up in their face, that's a toxic friend. That's a weird person, and that's just a very negative and hater person. Like, it's giving very much haterade. The second sign of a toxic person is when they'll like, you can tell they'll have a problem. Like, it'll start off as like one person. Like, let's say, boom, okay, let's say for example, I'm in a group of 10 people. We're all friends, we're hanging out, we're chilling, we're having a grand time, and this person is like, like they kind of piggyback off of everybody. Like, they go around the group and they see what they can get out of everybody in the group and kind of use them in a way. And when they come to you and they try to do the same to you, you say no, or you realize the signs and you're like, nah, I'm not with it. They're gonna try to turn everybody against you. Like, they're gonna try to turn everybody against you, and it's just gonna be one big mess. And they're gonna make it seem like you're just this terrible person, man. They're gonna make it seem like you're the worst person on the face of this earth. When you know, and maybe if the group is smart enough, they'll know, like, hey, why is this person hating so much on you? Like, what have you done to this person? You talk to them about it and you let them know, like, this is what happened. They're gonna be like, that's weird. Note it and keep doing what they're doing, because a big part of like being in a big group of friends and having one toxic friend is maturity. Like, you can talk to your other friends about why that person's acting the way they're acting, and they continue to be friends with that person because, one, it has nothing to do with them, and two, if they feel like that friend isn't coming off at them like the way they're coming off at you, then there's no need for them to stop being friends with that person. They will make you seem like the bad guy. And I know I said that in my previous video, but I mean, like, once you cut that person off and you're like, hey, I don't want nothing else to do with you, and you remove yourself from the group, they are going to make you seem like the worst person on the face of this earth. And I mean, they will slander your name. They will literally turn all of your friends against you and make you seem like you're crazy, when in reality, you didn't want to keep dealing with the BS that they was handing you, that they was giving you, that the way they was treating you. You don't want to continue with that. So they're going to make you seem like, oh, you're this terrible person and you did this and this and that. And and then so when you go to confront them, that's when things start to get flippy floppy, wishy washy. They're gonna make it seem like, oh, I never said that, and I never was acting that way, and I never did this and that, and you literally have the receipts to prove it. And they're gonna try to seem like this perfect little angel, this perfect ball of sunshine, and they're not. And they're not. And so in some situations, the group ends up believing that person and going off with that person. And at that point, you just have to take the 2 or 3 or 4 friends from that group that actually believe you and just go y'all separate ways. And later on down the road, the group of people that decided to believe the ball of sunshine is going to come back and let you know, hey, you was right. They was acting mad weird, and I don't know why we didn't believe you in the first place. And all you have to say, and all you're gonna have to say is like, I mean, you have to let people see people for who they really are by themselves. You can't sit there and be like, hey, so and so did this and this and that to me, and so was acting this and this and this way, because that person is gonna be looking at that person through rose-colored glasses. They're not gonna really see that person for who you're explaining that person to be. And lately, I've been explaining the situation to people that ask me about it. And I'll tell them, they're like, you know what? I actually do be seeing these signs. And I'm like, okay. So everybody else is seeing the signs. So like you have to stop, like that person who's being toxic, literally sometimes all it takes is communication and a sit down with that person to let them realize like, hey, you're the problem. If everybody doesn't want to be friends with you anymore, you have to stop and look at yourself and think for a minute, like, why is it every time I make friends with somebody, they end up leaving me? Like, that is another toxic sign. If you become friends with somebody and they're explaining to you like, oh, my friends, they just didn't want to be friends with me anymore, and they were saying this and that, and it's like more than 5 friends, that's a red flag. Because why are all your friends not wanting to be friends with you anymore? You're the problem. You need to fix it. And that's all I have to say. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share this video to people you know has toxic friends and need